Good morning everyone and welcome to this daily Bitcoin update and altcoin update, by the way. Hope you're all doing very well as always on this, I'm lost in the days as always, Tuesday morning. Jeez. So I'm gonna just pop out the chat here. Good morning to you all, good morning to you mate. Bam, I'm gonna make this a bit bigger, perfect, and I move this on the right so I can see the chat. And so yeah, we're going to update simply Bitcoin first of all, as always, and then we're going to move on the alts. Well, I'm maybe not going to update all of them. Yesterday, you know, I have done this. I was not supposed to do this, but I did it. Simply because there is nothing crazy to update on some few alts. I'm gonna do still a quick review, but no, you know, I'm not going to repeat myself on every single alts. So if you want to know what the plan really on the alts, simply go and watch yesterday's live stream. You have really the full TA. I mean, some TAs on every single alt I'm using really. I mean, I'm watching, and I'm paying attention to. So now let's go on Bitcoin. So this, by the way, yesterday posted on the Discord, so I did play it, but it took some more time here, as you can see, to form this nice ending. So well, a bit of a boring stuff, but we finally did took the lows here, you can see, on Coinbase, not on Bybit. We did not took the overall low here on Bybit, but anyways. So now I'm gonna just remove this from here, gonna add this back. Good morning, mate, good to see you here again. And I'm gonna go on the levels, by the way, first of all. Right, we have no levels here. Let me see this. No, there are no daily here. Alright, so let me just come back here. Perfect. And we can go on MOONCHARTS and simply add the levels, if we have some, of course. There are no any naked session path control. Here that was for the fingerprints. Here we have no TPOs, and here do we have any DNPOC? No. So well, there is no level to add on the chart here today. What we can be aware of is this first fingerprint below. Okay, that can be something here interesting. And otherwise we'll have the one below here, but yeah, I will prefer to go into this. So, well, yeah, if we have to drop from here, if we can say a drop, we can simply look for a swing through pan here, a fair reduction of all these lows. That is a nice target, to be honest with you. It's really high, but it is still a nice target. It will match also with the previous day VWAP close. So we have this, we have a single print, we have a value high, and we have all the lows here to take, not taken on Bybit. So this right here is a nice possible zone where we can look for a bounce and either for a scalp, either for a continuation higher next. It depends how far it goes. As always, when I'm trading, I'm taking these trades based off a scalp, and then I'm just turning this scalp into a swing if I have to, and if I see that there is a potential for this trade. So yeah, this is the first target really. We can add a green square there, so around the lows here. So when we take the lows, okay, around here, if we manage to break through this, we're simply going to look for this value high right here. So it's the fixed range pull from this bottom there. Okay, from this bottom there up to the top we have done. And so we have, by the way, I'm saying shit, absolutely not that one. It's from the beginning of this range here, so to speak, there. By the way, this is not well placed at all. It must be here on this week low, and so the, well, to the top we have done really. So it brings us with this nice value high here. Okay, if we start breaking this, well, we don't have so much support, to be honest with you. Okay, we have the 618, 66%. All this volume of the move up is on the top. I mean, we do have some few single prints there below. That will be the confluence with the 618, 66%, and the only one really. So yeah, this is really these are some few single prints we can be aware of. You can see here, for example, 69,500. Well, that brings us with almost the top of the 618, 86% here. Then we have the other one, 69,100 down up to 69,300. That brings us with this really. So these single prints will be simply here the 618, 86%. And why I'm showing you really this support, it's simply because we do have some sideways up here. So if we have to retrace from here, it's either a massive drop, okay, either a retracement to push higher. That's why we have to look for a long in this support there. And so the third support of this drop, if we have to get a drop, of course, will be simply, so the 618, 86% down to this bottom right here for a possible swing for the pan to stop some few longs before to push higher. These will be the three targets really where you can look for a long trade, and that will be more likely in that case, you know, for a wave 1, for a wave 2 retracement, and then a wave 3, 4, 5 finally get a nice push to the upside, because now we start to get a lot of wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it starts to be a little bit too much, I'm not going to lie. So it will be nice we move either up or down, I don't really care to be honest, but we start moving from here and not just continue this range bound to the upside like this. But anyways, so yeah, this will be the first 3 support really, okay, for the bullish plan I'm going to show you next. And if we start breaking this, well, we have this nice path control with the SFPs of this bottom here, okay, path control, double path control by the way, swing through a pan into the weekly level. So really it's all of this, if you can say that. It start to become some big zone of price, but the thing is, as always, we can be very volatile. So for example, we cannot just plan one level with one level and another one level. We just take all of this as a zone, and this will become the target really. So yeah, all of this is the next zone really, okay, we can look for. If we start breaking this, well, we can just look for a swing through pan of everything again below here. But if we start breaking below here, well, the best way to come down into this green square number 5, by the way, right here, I'm gonna move this everything on the right. So yeah, break this. If there is no big swing through pan or something below here, we're simply going to look for this naked session path control, swing through pan, value low. The old weekly naked path control that is touched at the moment, but that can be a flip to support as always, down to that daily that is untapped. And if we start breaking this, well, by the way, normally it's untapped. If we start breaking this, well, we can look simply for the daily level here. This one is an old one with the swing through pan, the low and the bottom of the range. And again, if we start breaking this, we'll have this nice naked session path control below and some few more levels, but for the moment I'm gonna stay with this. These are already a lot. The only thing we need to do in here is simply read the order flow, so to speak. We need to read this. Okay, and this, as you can see, what's going on behind the market, well, into the target, you just want to get a good reaction, and once you got the good reaction, you take the long trade. If the good reaction is not here, there is no reason to long, and so you let it go. Or if we still bounce, you wait for the retest, and on the retest, you're going to print the good data if you have to continue higher, really. So yeah, this is a plan really. So yeah, many support, but yeah, the most important for the moment are the 3 right here. Okay, if we really start breaking this, well, then we can look for the bigger ones below, but until this happens, we can simply look for this. Okay, now just so we are aware of this, we're already prepared and ready if we have to go that down. Okay, so now this is a plan really. For higher, we don't have any levels as we never went there, so we have to use the waves in that case. And by the way, happy new all-time high again, because yesterday we was here that we did got a new all-time high again. By the way, before to continue and show you the plan with the waves, I just want to give you a bit of motivation, if you can say that. You know, there is the brand new Elliott wave course they available. So the 2 first lessons are here on the website. You can just go and check out the moonchart.fr website. If you want to learn waves, you can go and learn this for absolutely free. You have already the 2 first lessons for free available. And the thing is, after the 4 first listen, you're going to be able to play a contest. So I don't know if you paid really attention to the Discord server. I showed this yesterday, so you will get the first contest on normally. Wait just a second. There is this here. You have the first contest where you can win $300, the second one where you can win $500, and the third one, well, the biggest prize pool, where you can win $1,000 worth in Bitcoin, of course. And so here is the first one with the rewards for the first, second, and third. So just a bit of motivation. Learn these 4 courses good, and you will be able to get a chance to win any of this. But anyway, so now with this Bitcoin waves account here, where it's not that complex, to be honest with you, okay, we either have a wave 1, 2 and another wave 1, 2 forming here. Can be at the end a wave 5 here for leading, for example, a bigger wave 1, 2, or an ending for well, a wave 5 for another wave count, for example. But as for the moment, I'm gonna make it too complex. I'm gonna take the case that we are in this. Okay, so wave 1, wave 2, another wave 1. The retrace here will be for a wave 2. And so next, well, be aware of this wave 5 for an ending, but otherwise normally wave 3 if we start to push a lot higher. So either a wave 1, 2, 1, 2 to speak. If now we start to retrace bigger and invalidate this second wave 1, 2, what it means simply that we are in a longer yellow wave 2 as we've planned, really. Longer wave 2, and this was not a 5 waves correction to make a wave 3 next. It was simply a 5 waves correction, 5 waves, so A, B, C, zigzag. And so this ABC zigzag complete either a next wave, either a B wave of a longer correction into the wave 2. And so next we can look in that case for the bigger green squares, you know, we have plan below, and here it will be much more easier because we're going to be able to add the extension tool from the top to the bottom to this top here to find the Y or C wave targets. So these targets will become the targets where we can look for a long trade really. So yeah, that's why I'm not really paying attention so much to the levels below. I'm gonna more use the fibs and then see the confluence we have with the fibs. So yeah, this is a bearish configuration, and so the bullish configuration, simply another wave 1, wave 2 here, and then we'll pump it up. Still be aware that it's possible to take the highs and come back down. We can do, for example, a longer wave 2 with a correction inside. We can make, for example, here, that will be a bit what the fuck, I'm not going to lie. What will be the wave count if we have to make one more push up and drop, like do this and come back down, because that will bring us with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it will be an ending, but an ending here, well, it doesn't really make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe this. I don't want to give you too much possibilities, that's the problem. Let me just check something here. So here we'll have done a 1618. Yes. So that will be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that will be the wave 5. Well, yeah, but I mean, the target of this is not well respected at all. I was thinking about this, you know, like we have a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 for the moment. But that will be, for example, a wave 1, 2, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and so 5 is the ending. And so if we have the 5 waves, we'll look for the wave 3, 4, 5. And after this, well, either complete this bigger wave 1, 2, 3. Okay, so to speak here, bigger wave 1, 2, 3, look for the wave 4, and then a wave 5, or either make a massive wave 1, massive wave 2 here, a bit of a crash, and come back up next for a massive push up. Well, that's something possible, but I'm not going to take this now because the target of the wave 5 is not well respected. I don't know if on the other side this is following 1, 2, 3. This is valid on the other side. Well, not gonna take this. I'm aware of this. I'm not going to take this. So yeah. Well, in any case, to be honest with you, we don't really care because if we short, for example, if we make this leading or ending, we don't really care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, in any case, we're going to short this. So who cares next if this is for a wave 1, 2 or for a massive drop? As we are short from here, well, you can go to 0. Well, we are short, so it's not a real big problem. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, we'll see that in the time. Okay, just be aware of such leading that is possible. Just gonna add all of this here into a folder just really quick. Okay, so first of all, we can look for, if we have to drop like this, we can look for a wave 1, wave 2, and then come back up. Wave 1 here, wave 2 before, so it will be a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2 really. If we come back once more, take the highs, well, just be aware of such wedge to the upside, okay? And when we try to break out here, well, it depends on the reaction we're going to get time to time, but I can bring us with another move to the downside, either for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, okay, so bigger wave 1, 2, and if this wave 2 starts to get invalidated, well, maybe in that case that was a wave 5 for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so now you know bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will be a wave 4 in that case. This is really in case we come back down, take the highs once more and get something bearish. Otherwise, if we, for example, now invalidate this second wave 1, 2, come back down directly, well, it's very simple, it's what we've planned, simply a bigger correction. ABC flat looks not that valid at the moment. Let me see here. Yeah, no, this is not really no, so it'll be more a double XY, to be honest, if we have to do this. We're in a bit too high, so in that case double XY really, you know, into double XY, okay, into the wave 2 here, and so then we just have to, well, look for the wave to bottom to gain. We're going to add, you know, the extension tool, so from the W root, not the overall high here, but this one, W bottom, X wave top, and add the C wave targets. And these right here will become the long targets, and we're going to see next what is the confluence with all of this. Okay, that's why for now I'm not really spending too much time below on the lower targets, because this will do the job. So yeah, these are the different configurations really what we can look for at the moment on Bitcoin. So this is not too complex, bit of many configurations. Just gonna add the impulsive back. There you go. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free as always, so you can understand everything. If you don't get everything, bam, perfect. So Bitcoin, we are done really with the levels on the lower time frame, with the target, I mean with the waves here on the well, medium time frame. And well, if we push high from here, if we really get acceptance above, well, you know, in that case that was a wave 1 to a very small one. It's possible 3, 4, 5, and so as always we simply have to look for the wave 3 target. So you can trade a smaller wave, trade a wave 1, 2, 3, maybe short the wave 3, depends if you really know the flow or not. But be a bit careful, because here we don't have really levels, so we will have to use a wave 3 fibs, so we have to get some good data, bearish data into the wave 3 targets. If now we start to retrace, we are going to buy the wave 4, we can ride a wave 5, and these white 5 waves will complete simply this blue wave 3. After this, well, again, you can short if you want to, if you know how to do this. Wave 4, you buy the wave 4, you ride a wave 5, and as always, this 5 blue wave will simply complete this yellow wave 3. This wave 3 have the following targets. First of all, we can look for the 1-to-1 extension, but don't forget, we have only 2% chance to stop here. So it is possible, but it's a lot less probable. We have a lot more chance to go minimum to 88,000, 89,000 by the way, simply because this is a 1618, and this is normally, well, this is where we have more chance to go minimum in terms of probability. That's the reason why. So 1618, then we have the 200%, 2618, 3618, and the 423.6. These are all the way 3 targets. Now this is the most probable one. Keep in mind, if you're in some really massive strong uptrend, we can go and absolutely break this 1618 and go literally into the next target here, 200%, 2618. So for example here, just with that wave 3, reach 100,000. It's possible. Now I'm not saying that we're going to go there, but yeah, anyways, so this is the plan really on Bitcoin at the moment. Just gonna check the chat really quick. Is that an ending in wave 3? Well, an ending is only in a wave 5. You cannot get this in a wave 3. If you get it, it will be simply for the smaller waves, for the smaller wave 5 into the wave 3, you know, so to speak. You cannot get an ending, so let's go with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot get an ending, for example, in a wave 3. This is not possible. So if you have an ending like this, for example, well, it simply means that it is the smaller wave 5, I mean the ending into the wave 5 of the smaller waves of this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Otherwise an ending is always in a wave 5. A leading is in a wave 1. A leading, ending, and if you have an ending in here, well, it's simply because this is a smaller wave 5 inside the wave 3. Of the smaller 5 waves in there. Hope that makes sense. Oh, Ethereum is moving a bit, dropping, I guess, no? Yeah, okay, nothing crazy. Morning mates, do you see any sign of weakness in the overall uptrend yet? I didn't check the order flow today. 200, 100. Well, on that top, yes, a bit. That's why yesterday I was looking for a short up here, with all of this. That was here, and I was looking for trigger a short stop loss, so we didn't went that high, but we did took the highs, and then wrecked the longs really. Well, because we were simply range bound, so we did took this stop loss and got the drop here. Gave a really nice short, but I've seen that short. I'm never putting my stop loss on entry these days because I'm making profit on some alts and a lot more than the loss I can take. So I'm still in that trade. And well, Bitcoin longs are covering the loss. Of course, at some point there is no more profit to cover all of this, but I mean, that's why you jump in with a lot less bigger shorts than longs, so you always make profit. They took profit once, and by the way, the take profit one will cover the loss in any case, so I don't really care, because yes, the alts are really making some nice money, so I'm holding my shorts really. And again, if my stop loss gets hit, it's not a 2% risk at all, it's a lot less than this. But yeah, on this move here, yes, we've got a weakness. You can see here the volume is not right, it's decreasing really. You have so here 250 million, then you have 150 million, and then you just decrease. For example, here 88, and on the overall top you get 40. So yeah, this is this was a weakness here. While moving up, you can see 80, 60, 40. Yeah, this is now, well, it's 30, so it's not that strong, but I don't know what we have now. We have a big bullish divergence there, you can see. So this is well, now very bearish. We've got some shorts, we rake the shorts. Here we have too many longs. Did not stop it. Oh yeah, wait, no. No, it did not stop at the longs here. Maybe on the lower time frame. So yeah, well, on this top there we did got this. Now we have a bit of a bullish divergence, so it's a bit complex to say, but if we manage to break this, well, yeah, this was a weakness. Now on these tops there, let me see. Well, the shorts, it looks like they're less aggressive and they're, well, still a lot, but no. Well, this is the same volume, to be fair, on every single high, and here we've got a nice big amount of volume on this breakout. Well, the only weakness is here on that top, to be honest, so the reason why we're dropping, but now the thing is we have this absorption on the lows. So it depends if we get the longs now, if we get the demand to reverse this, and of course these longs are not absorbed, well, this will reverse. If we don't manage to get this, or if we get the longs but you see that the price is not moving up, well, it simply means that these are absorbed longs, and so this won't go far away, and so we're going to stop this. I'd love to go to that view up close here, to really swipe all the lows here, really wreck them all. Well, yeah, that will be what I can say on this, because the volume is well, almost the same on every single high, to be fair. Increasing a bit. This was a good one here, really nice volume compared to the other ones. So, well, this was strong, but then comes the weakness, and so that brings us with a small pullback. And as always, the way I'm trading is I'm entering with a scalp, and then I'm gonna turn this to a swing if we have to go more down. So, well, for me, this was a valid scalp to write this down, and now, well, we'll see how far it goes, really. I'm not really using this for the higher time frame personally, so I prefer not to cover this, to not tell you shit, really, if I can say that. So yeah, hello everyone, please like the video. Thank you, mate, as always, for your message. I appreciate it a lot. If WXY, do you expect 3 waves down instead of 5 waves in a flat? Yes, absolutely. This will be a 3-wave down instead of 5 waves. Like, no, don't know, saying shit. Yeah, it's like this one, for example. If Phil coin, you know, it's either a WXY, either an ABC flat. So for example here, if we have to go more down, well, it's either a triple wave only and then come back up, we're not going to the lower tariff, we don't really care, or do a 5-way, so ending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wedge to the downside, or do a 1, 2 impulsive 3, 4, 5. So that's why it's very complex now, because before it was not possible, you know, this was something, I never saw this on the chart, except, you know, for massive uptrends or downtrend, but like you never, it's like when you have a wave 1, for example, a wave 2 that do not even retrace, you really push in. So here you have a, well, W like this, so W, X, Y, this is what the fuck, really. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, this was not really possible before. So now we are doing this. So well, it's really more complex to trade, either a triple wave, either a 5-wave, so this is not really helping. But yeah, that's why the order flow is pretty nice for this. So yeah, triple wave for a Y wave, if we have to be in a Y wave in here into the, let me just remove this, into this, Y wave. Otherwise, yes, 5 waves ending or impulsive into this C, if this is a flat. But for a flat, it's a bit too high, so I will be more aware of the triple wave, to be honest with you, down, if I have to make this. Matteo, if BTC drops like that, it means alt will also drop a lot more. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it can be range bound. It depends how far it goes and for what we're going to do this. If this is simply for a wave 2, for example, like this, and then come back up, well, it do not need to drop on the alts. For example, you can maybe do a bit of a red candle, but nothing crazy. And for example, stay, I don't know, for example, on WLD, well, stay within this range, for example, like maybe get a bit of a red candle to trigger some lows, but hold, for example, of this, be range bound, and then when Bitcoin come back up like this, and that will be, for example, for an ABC flat into the wave 1, 2, so you do not need to get some massive pullback. But of course, yes, if Bitcoin drop massively, well, everything is going to drop massively, if you can say that. And so, for example, on this one, we're going to look for, you know, the second configuration, not the impulsive, but the ending, and so go for lower prices. Okay, and if we really have to drop from here and, for example, invalidate this wave 2, well, as I said yesterday, for example, on this one, the wave 4 bottom was here. Well, the RSI in that case was wrong, so I was wrong, I don't care to say it. And so the wave 5 was already done, and so in that case we can look already for the wave right here, for the blue wave 4 already. There is always a possibility of doing something, and that's why we plan the different configurations with yellow waves, because we're aware of everything. But yeah, so if Bitcoin drop really, it can still hold the it's interesting to see like in the time, you know, it's like, for example, here you've got a massive drop. We've got some coins, well, that was already almost on the 50%. Bitcoin was still there. We did got a massive move down here, and all the alts were holding the 50% on the wave 4, for example. So it depends. If these are the wave 4, for example, on, let's say, for example, on AXS, for example, here, by the way, we took the highs. On AXS, if this was, for example, here, it will drop to the 50%, and even if Bitcoin drop more, it will hold the 50% if we have to be in this. So now, as we're into the wave 4 already, well, we need to hold all of this, because otherwise, it's not looking good anymore, to be honest. We can look simply for the bigger wave count, but yeah, for example, here on Gala, okay, on Gala, for example, here, if we drop more, we're simply going to go to the 50%, and to be fair, it's normal, because we have done a very small wave to 50%. It's even possible, if you do something really massive and really volatile, to go into the 618, 66%. That's why the stop loss is not placed exactly on this, but always a bit below here, personally for me, on around the 7x6. So yeah, hope that makes sense. But of course, if Bitcoin literally crash, everything is going to crash. This is as simple as that, really. There is no holding or whatever. This is just it's gonna crash, of course. But as soon as it's holding the targets, it's all good. There is no reason to stress, if you can say that. Thanks. Well, my pleasure, mate. Don't know for what it was, but thank you too for being here. On that WLD chart, it looks like we are in wave 4, and that chart is lagging. Well, yeah, it's yeah, it's lagging a bit. Went really low. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the best. Yeah, this is a bit long, but it's like, for example, Pepe Coin, you know, it's we are really starting now to be in some longer wave, or for example SHIB. Okay, we are like not in the smaller wave anymore, we're in the larger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So it's absolutely normal, as I said before, when we drop it here, it's normal here if we spend some more time, we take some time to do these waves, because now we're in some bigger waves, and so it's normal to take some more time for this wave, really. Normally, bigger the wave 2 is in terms of time and price, smaller the wave 4 gonna be, for example. But well, this is still the higher time frame now, so we talk about days. Okay, this is extremely important. So it's normal for some few coins to be a bit laggy, if we can say that. Well, here that one is not the best. That will be cool. We get the rise. Otherwise, well, the ending. Okay, if we have to take the lows here, really break the wave on top. Well, that will be an ending. And if we don't do the ending, well, if we validate, well, wave 4 was here. This is what effect, really, because the RSI is not telling this at all, but well, sometimes the RSI is wrong, and so well, we look simply for the bigger wave 4. That will wreck me, but otherwise there is a risk management behind the trade, so it's fine. I don't really care. It sucks, but it's fine. With all the profit made, to be honest with you, this is not always one trade that you're going to blow up your account if you have the risk management, of course, behind. So yeah, hopefully we're going to get some move. Maybe also the count we can do here is simply a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so a longer wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, something even more laggy, but well, only time can tell really. So on Bitcoin dominance, I'm never checking at this mate. I cannot really help with this. This is something I'm never pay attention to really, but like really never. Does that look like an ABC forming on WLD where we are now in the B unless it turns around? ABC forming on WLD. Well, you mean an ABC like this? Or an ABC like this? An ABC forming on WLD. Oh, so yeah, this will be the AB like this, I guess, in that case. Well, to be honest, this is something I was spotting, and I wanted to take profit here once on my long, but 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM, I was sleeping, and it was the same for excess, for example, to the long, and missed the take profit, well, because again, it was at midnight and 2, 3 AM, so, well, this is the game. But we did not do the eyes on every exchange, so, well, it sucks, but I will hold, and if I take the loss, I take the loss, what can I say? But for GLD, yeah, I was thinking about this. Where is GLD? WLD, by the way. I was thinking about this, and that the reason why I wanted to take profit here, because the thing is, these right here, these waves are some possible 5 waves, and so if these are 5 waves, yes, you're right. This is in that case an A, a B, zigzag. Just gonna come back here on one chart. I'm gonna check that with you really quick. Well, these are 5 waves, so wave 1, 2, I'd say 3, 4, 5, or well, 3 with the waterfuck ending in 0 and it's a smaller wave really, 3, 4, 5 and something really pretty small, so with an ABC zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, both are valid, to be honest. Yeah, both are valid. So yeah, this is something to be aware of, okay? To add into your risk management, for example, such ABC, either just to wick below here and come back up, either to do a larger drop, and so go for the ending, and if we drop a lot more, well, the wave 5 is already in really, and we look already for the blue wave 4. Because yeah, in any case, to make a longer correction here, nah, this is way too long. You just check that, but yeah, ABC flat, no. Oops. X wave. Nah, this is way too high. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to take profit here, but well, I was sipping, so. But you're right, this can be an ABC zigzag here. Depends if these are 5 ways, but this is possible that these are 5 ways. But the thing is, it can be an ABC zigzag like this, a very small B and C, or so 5 ways with like full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this directly. This is something possible, and yeah, as I said, that's the reason why I wanted to take profit here. Exactly, by the way, on this Valera high and this top there, plus 6.86%. Well, we did got a rejection of the Valera high. Sadly, was slipping. But anyways, well, that's a game. What can I say? So I'm just gonna hold this and pray for high, if we can say that. Normally I'm not praying a lot for such things because I'm reading the data and everything, but well, here I was sleeping, so well, that's a game. What can I say? But yeah, this is a possible ABC zigzag here, as we do have some possible 5 ways. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, by the way, I remember I did some few TAs on this. Nice. Because that's the bearish count here. Well, there should be some smaller waves still. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, this should be normally for this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, you don't forget, of course, the bearish wave count. Depends on Bitcoin again, as always. Oh yeah, that was for the... yeah. Well, it depends if Bitcoin is bearish, really. Yeah, taking this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to trade this at all, personally. I'm already on many assets, but this is something possible you can do if you want to. Now, I will not play, I mean, yeah, play with a 2% risk on this simply because there are not well-defined smaller waves, if you can say that. So this down to the 50% as always, if you want to do something of this. But yeah, personally, I'm not going to take that one. I don't know, I don't like it. Prefer to play with my money on much more better waves, because yeah, this is they're not the best smaller waves. So yeah, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these right here 5 waves will complete this wave 3 next. So yeah, it can be something here, but yeah, finally it rises. That's pretty cool. Now yeah, be aware of the bearish wave count as always. There will be an ABC zigzag in that case to the upside, and a BC flat for a longer B or wave 2 as always. It all depends on Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is going to decide as always. There is always a possibility of being in this. Because the wave 2 on the move up was shallow. Wait, because the wave 2 on the move up was shallow, doesn't it always say that the wave 4 can be... well, I need to translate this because my English, you know, is not the best. I mean, I'm good at Elliott wave stuff and trading stuff, but okay, that's what it means. Yeah, normally the thing is, smaller the wave 2 is, bigger the wave 4 gonna be in terms of time and price, and bigger the wave 2 is, smaller the wave 4 gonna be. So you're right. The thing is now, when you're into the smaller waves, it do not need to be respected. When you're charting on the 15, 10, 5, 3, 1 minutes, 1 minute, you can make a small wave 2 and a small wave 4, and these do not really, it should be respected, but you will see by yourself by making your own experience with this, this is not all the time respected. We can do a small wave 2, a small wave 4, it's not a problem really. So this, you don't really care about the smaller time frame like this. On the bigger time frame, yes, but on the smaller time frame, for this smaller wave, this is not really valid to look at this, if you can say that. Normally it is a theory, but you will see by yourself by spending some time on the chart and your experience that this is not following all the time, so you're going to miss some trades by following this on the smaller waves. So Quotia, deeper ABC, yeah, absolutely. It depends on Bitcoin too. If Bitcoin do a bigger wave 2, you know, I was explaining at the very beginning of the live stream. If we do a longer wave 1, 2 here, where we can see a bit of a drop, so a pullback on everything, really, or a consolidation, we just range bound on the alts if we have to push higher next, for example. So yeah, it's possible, yeah. Like I said, can we... yes, you can measure that WLD, absolutely, but again, there are some smaller waves, so as this was very small, this will not be 1618, I don't think so. So that's the reason why I'm not doing this, simply because well, it's not going to reach 1618 here. Yeah, 618 only, so that's why it's not really useful to pay attention to this. If the wave, you see that the shape is good, and all this is good, well, yeah, normally you look at this. But I mean, here you can clearly see that this do not reach this reaches 618, so it's not even the 120 extension. But again, these are some small waves, so you know you don't really care, to be honest with you, about this. Now, if you want to, you can still do it. So wave 1 root, wave 1 bottom, wave 2 top there. Well, 618, and then if this has to be a wave 5 there, well, you simply take the second click on the wave 3 top. There will be a triple wave in here. And so you had the wave 5 targets, and here's the first target, the 38.2. But you can see we don't reach it, so that's why it's not useful to have the target on this. But this is cool still to ask and to say this, because this make your experience, really, if we can say that. Can we do a deep dive on Pepe in 15 minutes so I can... well, yeah, sure, we can do this. I'm just gonna do really quickly my watch list now. But yeah, no worries, Pepe Coin is going to come after, so we can go, no worries. Here it's gonna come, well, I'm maybe going to be fast because I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Where is Pepe Coin? Here, so yeah, it's around the end. Sorry. What makes you decide whether or not there is a 1212 or 12305? For which one? For Bitcoin? I guess it's this one you were talking about. 1212, 12305, like this. Then 305 or 12305 like this, I guess. Just gonna wait for the answer, and then I'm gonna move on the odds. Oh. Well, if this is an impulsive, for example, the tips I can say is, for example, you have an impulsive wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if this is a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, normally you don't have, normally you should get, so if this is a wave, so to speak, 1, 2, and then you have so the 3 or 5 later, and this is a wave 1, 2 like this, 3 or 5 later. Well, normally you should get this on the other side, wave 1, wave 2, cannot break the wave 1 root, and then another wave 1, oops, yeah, so another wave 1, 2, and then this should go above the previous high. We should not get a divergence here, for example. Oops. A divergence, so for example, do this. Take the highs. If we take the highs, if we have the 5 waves, so to speak, the 5 waves here like this, we should get a divergence from the wave 3 at 5. If we don't have it, this is a wave 3 still, so we can look for a double wave 1 to higher. This can be the decision. This can be also based on the context. For example, what say the bigger waves? Does it make more sense, for example, here to be in a 5 waves only, or does it make more sense to be in a bigger impulsive, bigger double, bigger double, but double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's context dependent, it depends on the RSI, it depends also if, for example, I don't know, you make the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if on this wave 5 you have any bearish reaction on the order flow, if there is no reason to, well, you look for wave 3, and with the context, it have to make sense also to take this double wave 1, 2, otherwise you take the wave 5 first of all, but if there is no reason to short all this or to take profit, well, you just switch to the wave 3 really. So it's really more based on the context, I would say. And the RSI, and then you can move also to the order flow to see if there is anything bearish really, or reason to short this wave 5. If there is no reason, well, you take either an extension in the wave 5, but as I said, if the RSI start to make, for example, a new high, well, it's a wave 3, so you have to take a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2 really. Can a 100% extension of third wave be seen? Oh, okay. Yeah. Can a 100% extension of third wave be seen as a more likely to be? No. No, not necessary. No. No. Yeah, no. I mean, well, again, it's context dependent. If yeah, indeed, well, yeah, it depends on the context really. If, for example, you have a wave 1, 2, you take the wave 3, that wave 3 is stopping on the 1-to-1 extension, well, yeah, you have only 2% chance to stop here. So if, for example, you expect to be now in a wave 1, 2, and in a massive bull run next with a wave 3, well, yes, of course, this will become more likely to be in a wave 1, 2, 1, 2 here. But again, it's really context dependent on what we have before. If, for example, you're looking at this on a regular market, if you can say that, well, no, except if the wave count before, say now we're going to push a lot higher, we're going to get something really strong to the upside or to the downside, by the way. Double impulsive down in that case. So yeah, it's really more context dependent, but it's not necessarily a 1-to-1 extension, to be honest. Yeah. So to answer the question. Not the best answer, but anyways. Okay, things having a little difficulty identify. Well, yeah, there's nothing behind here. 1-2, 1-2s. Well, you know, it's gonna all come by time. The thing is to get really and to understand the context, the different contexts you can be in. And once you know this, well, you know the different configuration you can get next. And so next you just have to see what wave count we can get here that follow this configuration that is valid for this context really before, if you can say that. And well, by time you will recognize the different possibilities, and sometimes, you know, you can just not confirm which one you're in. So that's why you're using an order flow, because Elliott waves allows you to predict the next move, to tell you what is going to happen even if you push up or down, you don't really care. You class these scenarios by probabilities, because the wave have probabilities. For example, as you say, for example, if you go to the 1-to-1 extension, well, only 2% chance to top here for a wave 3, so it's a bit less probable. But in any case, well, you're just going to class these scenarios by probabilities, what makes more sense to do with the data, with everything, with the wave probabilities, really. And once you have done this, we'll just take the most probable, you apply it on the chart, you check at this, and now, of course, you have some other scenarios that are less probable, but still there, valid 100%, so you still have to be aware of it. So in any case, if we push up, for example, once more here, and we retrace, we know that it's a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, either to make a bigger wave 1, 2, either for a wave 5 here, oops, well, crazy 5 anyway, and you look for a bigger wave 4 pullback. So in any case, if we drop from here, we know exactly what to take. If we, for example, don't make this last push up and we drop directly like this, well, this is first of all a wave 1, 2, then a wave 3 or 5, and if we break and invalidate this second wave 1, 2, so to speak, on the other side, we break the wave 1 route, or we break directly on the chart the wave 1 route with a wave 2, well, we simply look for the bigger triple wave in the wave 4. So it's like you're always aware of what's next. The only thing you need to do next, and that's the reason why I'm using an order flow, is to plan the targets, and into these targets, just see if you have or not to take the trades. And if you do not take the trades because there is no reason to take the trade, well, in that case, this invalidates some configurations, and so you can move to the next one. So in any case, even if you blow the market is just really bloody from here, we know exactly what to take. Even if, for example, now we go back down to, I don't know, 40,000, we know which wave count we have to take. We are ready and prepared for this. And if we push up from here, if we do, for example, something like this, just one more push up, as I said, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this wave 5 started to push a lot higher, well, it's simple. This was simply a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2, extremely small wave 2, but again, it's normal because we are going to do a massive push up. So in any case, if we push up, down, we are sideways, we know in what we are. That's why Elliott wave is pretty crazy. We have many configurations. That's why people don't really like so much Elliott waves. There are those that don't like a wave because they're not using that good and correctly the right way. So we know the next move, and this next move have targets by the levels or by the wave targets, and into these targets we just have to read the order flow to recognize if you have or not to take the trades. So you know the next move, and you know if you have or not to take the trades. This is just absolutely crazy, and so that this is how you can get a trade, for example, at 15,000, where I'm still long on the bottom here, not that one, by the way, on the bottom here. This is how you can run the market really, because you're always aware of what's next, and depending on the data, well, you know if you have or not to take the trade. This is absolutely insane. So that's why I'm using Elliott wave plus exocharts, the order flow. Away some things as always, my pleasure, mate. Hope this helped. But yeah, really, if you combine Elliott wave that is giving you clearly every single possible next move you can do, it's complex, yes. But I mean, if making money in trading was easy, well, everyone will be rich, right? So it's normal that it is complex, but if you put some effort in your learning, if you know the way is the right way, you always know what's next. And if more of this next after this you learn an order flow, maybe you already know, well, you know how to trade this. You recognize if you have or not to trade the targets. This is absolutely insane. You know the next move and you know if you have to take the trades. So you can invalidate some wave count, for example. You don't care, you did not took the trade because we've got no reason to take the trade. That's why it's absolutely crazy. But anyways, let's move now on the alts. So let's go with AGX. AGX pulling back into our target, so pretty nice. Well, I'm feeling my limits right now. Maybe I don't have any limit on this one. I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, this is a buy zone, really. Keep in mind we can weaken the 61866% as always, so don't be too aggressive with your stop loss. Always a bit below. Okay. Atom, well, not gonna update this, already did yesterday. AVAX, well, this should be a wave 1 to here. Well, again, if we drop from here, for example, that will be simply, as I was planning yesterday, simply a longer and bigger, for example, here W, sorry, X and Y into the wave 2, into the B wave. So everything is possible. Yeah, and well, if you rise from here, this is simple. This is simply a wave 1 to here. Okay, this was a wave 1 right here, so this was a wave. I don't have this already on the chart here. No. No, I don't have this. So in that case, bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and now you know we either do leading, for example, so wave 3, 4, 5, for a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, either push higher directly. This only time can tell. It's really Bitcoin dependent, if Bitcoin is bearish or is not bearish, all of this. But yeah, for the moment, until invalidation, I'm looking for this really. Well, it looks like we have done the 5 ways in there. Yep. Yep. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Take the divergence. 3, 4, 5. Yes. So well, yeah, another possible wave 1, 2 in that case. If we have a gain to be bullish, otherwise no. Yeah, I'm gonna take this for the moment. So if, for example, here, that's a good example, mate, of your question before about the wave 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, you have a wave 1. So again, it can be a 3, 4, 5. It's impossible to know which one is going to do exactly to place out on this, for example, to make a longer wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Or by the way, that can be simply a 5 ways, you know, to complete a C wave of this. Okay, so 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, make an ending with a smaller wave leading, very rare, but still possible. And so in that case, make a triple, bigger and longer correction wave into, you know, the higher time frame wave 2, so to speak here. This is something absolutely 100% valid if we have to be bearish, for example. Otherwise, if we have to be bullish, for example, here, well, yes, here this makes sense to make a bigger wave 1, 2, 1, 2, because I mean, if we have to make a massive increase in price next, well, we're not going to stop all the way 3 at the 1 to 1 extension you were mentioning earlier. So here, for example, it makes sense to take a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, and then to look for a massive increase in price. If again we have to win the bullish wave count, it all depends on Bitcoin. That's a good example, for example. That's a lot of example word, but anyway. So this is AVAX, AXS. Well, we did got the long yesterday. We did took the highs. We come back down. Problem is the highs are not taken on most of the exchange. It's just Binance as always, and that do some crazy weeks. So I'm still looking for that wave 4 and that wave 5 personally until invalidation. Can look for an ending here in that case. Just gonna hide this for the moment. This there. So for an ending, for example, here we have more likely a triple wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that case. Either a longer wave 4 if we take the lows, either a wave 4 completed, so an ending now. That will be cool. That will be really cool. We did not trigger the lows here now. So yeah, this will be pretty nice, not gonna lie, something like an ending like this, except if we start doing a new low here, but for now no, so this is what I'm going to take on this one, and ending into the wave 5 for the moment. Just gonna check really quickly here. Yeah, we'll have a triple wave in there. So yeah, this, I'm gonna add this back so I remember what I'm looking for. Boba, well, we did got the bounce as I was looking for yesterday, by the way. Was looking for that wave 4. As I said, we can stop with something before this target simply because we already touched it on the first drop, this target here. So now taking this here, taking the wave 5. Once we have done this wave 5, so to speak, this wave 1, 2, 3, a bit later 4 and 5, or as always A, B, C, and so in that case ending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the upside. And as always, it's more probable to be in an impulsive, so we take this wave 5, and so we can look next for the bigger white wave 3, and after the white wave 3, bam, here comes a wave 4. It's not really useful to pull the retracement of this yet because we don't have the top, so it's not really useful. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for the moment. So it's played perfectly, by the way. Bonk, 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 bonk. Well, not moving a lot. See, they're finally rising a bit, but nothing crazy. Not gonna spend some time on the smaller waves. CKB. Well, the wave 5 really here. Oh yes, I wanted to spend some time on my side for this. Completely forgot. Let me add this into here. Update CKB. By the way, someone today is coming at home to change the electric meter. Is that the word? So it's between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. UTC +1, so I have no idea how long it's going to take. So I will be with no electricity during that moment. So hopefully for not too long. So if Bitcoin is moving, everything is moving, but I'm not here. Well, it's normal. No electricity in the house. I'm just pray to say before it happens. So CKB, well, gonna spend some time on my side. Dot. Well, I'm just gonna stay on a bigger wave for the moment on this. E-gold finally raising a bit. Well, double wave 1, 2, I mean wave 1, 2 here, and wave 1, 2, or leading, for example, to form a bigger wave 1, 2 here. So to speak, wave 1, 2, 1, 2, and then finally explode, or wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading, wave 1, wave 2, and then come back up. Ethereum, well, retracing a bit, nothing crazy for the moment. It depends on Bitcoin. FET, FET, looking for this buy zone here. If we have to retrace from here, that wave 2 was extremely small, so I will not be surprised to go down to the 61866%. I have some limits starting on the MC5 if I'm mistaken on this. Yeah, normally. Feel, well, what I said earlier really already, you know, if we have to make one more new low and not get this wave 3 directly, we look simply for a triple wave, first of all. That will be in that case not an ABC flat, but a double EXY, and so Y waves. And if we make some 5 waves, if we're in this flat, this red waves, ABC here, as always, the C wave have to be 5 waves. That's why these days it's extremely complex when we take the highs to determine next if this is going to be 3 or 5 waves, because before it was not possible to make some double EXY with an X wave that was breaking the wave on the W root. Now it is, so it's either a triple wave, either a 5 waves, and if we have to be in some 5 waves, we can look for an ending first of all. So well, that's a crazy wedge. Wedge like this to the downside, okay, so wedge here. Otherwise, an impulsive, so a bigger 3, 4, 5, and so maybe reaching that case more likely here's a 1823, 1618 below here. Okay, so these two ones, 1823, 1618. And if we push up from here, well, this was a wave 1, 2 here, and pump it up, but I'm not going to spend too much on the smaller wave today. It's already 1 hour. Flocky, well, waiting to see if we continue the wave 5 or if we go for the wave 4 in between. No trade for me. Still in that long, by the way. Took profit one time in this long too. Took profit once. If we retrace, we're gonna close everything and reopen on this wave 4. Gala, well, retracing into our targets. Everything is good. We'll have more chance to go between the 38.2 and the 50% as always, as we have done a small wave 2. weak in the 618, 86%, be aware of this too. It's possible, so don't be too aggressive with your stop loss as always. Gerai, well, bouncing from the first target, that's pretty cool. If now everything starts to pull back, it's gonna pull back or hold the line and just be range bound if we have to be in such configuration. And if we have to rise, well, we can do finally, sorry, for this nice wave 3. Okay. GRT, that one had a massive move up. Yes, by the way, oh yes, I wanted to long this, completely forgot. Or maybe I did, I can't remember. Well, I have too much trade everywhere. That's a problem when you're in too much cryptos, you're like, I'm lost in all of this. But yeah, so this is a possible wave 4. Okay, we can look for here. Oh, little scale. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wave 5. This one don't play with too much. Okay, no 2% on this. This is what I said normally yesterday. Yeah, I remember now, because the wave 3 is not 1618. It's very rare to stop before the 1618 on the wave 3. So be a bit careful with this. Risk more, for example, 1%, even maybe less than this, 0.5, something like this. Not too much on this. So you do not blow up your account in one trade that was not the highest probability long trade if you want to take this. Okay, so looking next for the wave 5, and these 5 blue waves will complete simply the wave 3 of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and next these 5 waves will complete the wave 1, 2, 3 green waves, and then the wave 1, then the wave 5, and again next the blue wave. This will complete the blue wave. Extra. ICP, well, still holding the line inside here, looking for the same wave, really, wave 1 to here, if we have to be bullish as always. ING, well, as always, wave 5 completed, so either a massive drop, either a bigger wave 1, 2, and now pump it up, really. It depends. Just my, well, taking a while to bounce here, not gonna lie. Sorry. Well, possibly a bigger and longer wave 2 if we have to do something like that. Longer wave 2, it depends where is the low. Well, we start reaching this. If we start making a new low here, that'll be more likely for a longer wave 2 there. So if we drop like this, it's fine. Casper, well, still holding the wave 4, to be honest with you. Nothing to worry. Okay, so wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, remember that one is we are into all the wave 5. I mean, all the wave 5. This wave 5 here into the smaller wave 5 and everything. So it's not we do not have to start here to play with big longs. It was before this on the other wave 4 and everything. If you were trading this with me. Now we are really reaching the possible wave 3 top into the wave 5 here. So you do not bet on 2% risk per trade. Okay, this is you bet with less than this if you want to take this. Personally, well, I did took that one, but I got stopped out on this week here. We got a massive week on MEXC, and so I got stopped out on this, and I don't really care now anymore. Link, well, I'm not gonna spend some time on this, same as before. This one here, well, if we retrace from here, this is a buy zone really. Okay, 3, 4. There you go. This is not well placed. Yeah, this is well placed. So wave 4 here, we can look for the white wave 4. So the buy zone again, you can buy zone. I'm gonna go place some limits on this. I have to note all of this GRT and I'm gonna note this so I do not forget about it. Because there are so many arts really, and this is impossible to remember all of them. GRT, it's Ocean. I'm not sure I did something on that one. There is on Bybit, yes, perfect. So yeah, this is what we can look for here. Okay, wave 4 pulled back here, and so next the wave 5. And that's why it will make sense on Bitcoin to pull back a bit more, to be honest. Because there are many arts that can pull back here. This one I don't really care. Or the, well, not the same plan really. Pipecoin. Well, still the same as before, not gonna lie. Now, do you have any new data on this? Yes, we do. We start now making a new low there. So in that case, it means, yeah. So where are the waves on this? Not here, by the way. So this impulsive no. So I would say it's either a longer wave for us with plan really, so a longer, I don't know if I have this here, that will be for the super bullish one. I deleted this. So ABC zigzag in that case, ABC. And so that will be, so either for an ending, that will be really boring to do this, I'm not going to lie. Oh geez, yeah, if we do this, let's go with some blue. So wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5, gonna reduce this by the way, with pink, so an ending, okay, so a bit of a pullback to do the wave 2 here. That will be cool, we don't break this wave bottom here, now we're in a wave 5, so it's fine to be honest, we cannot really look at this. So wave 4 in case is in, we can look for this kind of ending here to the upside, okay. Well, that will be really boring, but anyways. And otherwise, that will be my preferred count, to be honest with you, will be simply to make a longer wave 4 here. Simply to do something longer here. So this was an ABC zigzag to the upside, so we can simply look again for a, well, ABC if I went a bit high, so more likely here a W, X, Y, come back in there or stop before, otherwise I already went into the buy zone, it's fine. And from here, get another rise, sorry, for the wave 5, okay? That will be the best of the best, that will be more here, W, X, Y in that case, so W, X, and then a Y. Like this, okay? That will be my preferred wave counter moment, and if we get a bit more of a drop, well, it's simply because we are breaking, you know, for this double wave 1 to 1 to here, so not this, but this, with the other wave 1 to here. Well, the thing is on the RSI, it's not valid anymore. You can see we have this wave 1, 2, 1, 2, but the wave 2 here, now you're breaking everything, so it's still possible because we're in a wave 5, so we need to keep the RSI more down, but well, I'm not gonna bet on this anymore, mainly. But I mean, in any case, I was just waiting for some confirmation, so it's fine. Just in longs from below here. So yeah, that will be the best to make this kind of bigger triple wave. And otherwise, well, the ending really. Okay, so a lot more boring, but still there possible, so we have to be aware of it. And this is done RNDR, by the way, not RDNR. Well, simple, you know, if I've done this wave 3 here, where is the top? There. To have, I love when it's like this, when you have a difference, I guess, of top between the exchange. Very useful. So here that wave 2 was very small. Yes, so we can look for yeah, maybe this is, maybe there's gonna be a bit of a bigger time frame here, so you can play this better. Yeah, I'm gonna long this too. My buy is away. Nice one here. I mean, if we retrace, of course. Just gonna double check some few stuff first, as always. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let me see. Okay. Well, it's really in case we pull back from here, okay, otherwise you don't really care if we keep pushing higher, but in case we pull back, oops, I do like this retracement there. I just want you to be aware of something, as always, there is always another possible configuration. It's absolutely possible we go through all of this. Why? Simply because there is a second configuration, that is, I'm just going to add, oops, all of this into here, that is simply a leading here to the upside. And well, if we have a leading, we'll have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so we completed the 5 waves possibly. Okay, we can still push up in case of retrace. We completed here the 5 waves into the wave 5. So to speak, well, it brings us with a bigger A, or a bigger wave 1, and a wave 2 retracement, so a much more important pullback. So this is something to take in consideration into your risk management, so you do not bet with a 2% risk on this one because of this higher time frame wave count. It all depends on Bitcoin, as Bitcoin can retrace a bit. Well, this is something we have to be aware of, we cannot forget about, and so, well, this is the main configuration, but if we start breaking below here, break the wave on top, this is definitely the second configuration, and we can look simply for a bigger wave to retracement. So this is a buy zone, yes, but don't forget to use the risk management as always, and a good one, very important. And to adapt this risk management, depending on the wave and everything, the context really. Very important. So yeah, this is a buy zone really. The wave 2 was extremely small again, so be aware of that. We can wick into the 618, 66% there, so be aware of this. Don't be too aggressive with your stop. Okay, very important. So play the stop loss really around the 786 on the wave 1 top really, because we should not break this if we're in that wave 4. Play some limits on every single ones. Maybe the 2316 is a bit high, so maybe wait for the MCFIP minimum 38.1 to 50%. Add here if you want to. It's really up to you. You see, you make your decisions. Rune. Well, this is absolutely brilliant what we're doing on this one. What can I say? These are terrible 5-ways, but anyways. Well, yeah, so we can remove this now, remove the IPS, wrong stuff, remove this, and simply look at these targets there. Now, do we have 5-ways in there? Well, not really, to be honest. One more push-up will be cool, but, well, sometimes, you know, the small waves are really weird. So these are the two targets, if you feel long on that wave 4, the two remaining targets. And, well, once we completed this, we simply have to look for the bigger wave 4 pullback, so to speak. Here we can simply use the retracement tool from the wave 3 top down to the wave 3 root. Well, this is, yeah, down to the wave 3 root, and so from here, bam, this again becomes the buy zone. And so here we will not normally touch the 6.86%, just gonna remove the targets of this wave 3 so we can see more what's going on right now. Yes, so this will become in that case the buy zone. Oops, misclicked. The buy zone here of that white wave 4. Okay. Yeah, the green waves here on this exchange, okay, are the white waves you can see here. Well, it's a bit stupid, but it's because there are some few small waves that are the same, so I changed this. But yeah, so if we get a pullback here, well, this is the buy zone, and if we do, for example, one more push up and go, for example, touch a wave 3 to 618, get a pullback, we'll just hire everything, just hire this, bam, and this will become the buy zone. Okay, but for now, if we retrace, bam, this is a buy zone. SC, so still well, following perfectly this stuff there, not gonna lie. Not gonna spend more time on this. SHIB in the wave 4, Solana unstoppable. Well, this is pretty nice. Again, on 3, if you have to be super bullish, well, wave 1, wave 2, and massive increase in price. Otherwise, well, bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example. Or can be also a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 later, and so that's a triple wave. Many configurations depend on Bitcoin, but as I'm not trading these assets, I don't really pay attention to the smaller waves. Well, this one is for a swing, so I don't really care. WIF. Oh, nice. So I started to get filled, I think. Yeah, so pullback time on this, as we've planned really. So wave 1, 2, 3, or 5 ending to complete this. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending to complete that wave 5. We look for the wave 4 retracement now. This is a buy zone if this is well placed, yes. So between this 23.16, MCFIP 31.32, 38.2, 50%, stop around the 7x6 as always, because we're in some really big push to the upside, so it's possible to do as always a week into the 6.86%. It's fine if we do this. So perfect, everything is following perfectly. WLD, well, already corrected this before, I'm gonna repeat myself anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, main configuration. If that wave 4 is invalidated on the RSI, so to speak, we break. Well, it depends on the time frame. Yeah, if we start breaking the wave 2 bottom here, this is not valid anymore. So first configuration, this. If we invalidate these pink 5 waves to complete our wave 5, we switch to an ending, so some larger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, a wedge really to the upside to complete our wave 5, to complete our wave 3. If now this both are invalidated and we just take the lows, well, it means that the RSI was wrong because the low is not here in the RSI. If again, this is not here, it should be here. If this has to be the low really. So it means that this is normally an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, ABC for a bigger wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. These are the two most probable configuration. Now, if we pull back from here, as I said, it's simply the wave 4 bottom there, so the wave 5 there, so the wave 3 there, and so now we are good to go for the wave 4. Okay, that's it really. And so as always, take the retracement tool, wave 3 top down to the wave 3 root, or as always, do the opposite if you did not reverse your tool in the tool settings. I did it, so it's from the top to the bottom. 2316, MCFib 38.2, so MCFib 3132, 38.2, 50%, and B over 618, 6% as always. On this one, we shall not go there, okay, we shall not go in here normally. But yeah, before to look for the bigger wave 4, well, we look for the smaller wave to be completed, mainly because this is what normally we shall take, because the RSI that make a new low here and not here. So yeah, looking for this, and then we have what? Tamadodge, well, following the waves. And then the other ones, well, I covered this already before, so we are done really with the outwatch list, and 120 minutes, perfect. So let's come back here really quick on Ethereum, because I was on this one before, on this tab here, and that is there. Nice. So yeah, done for today really. Well, I'm not really explaining everything really on the alts, because I'm just repeating myself otherwise. You can just go and watch yesterday's update, for example, to get really maybe more also of the alts you want to. If I did some TAs on this. Because otherwise I'm just going to repeat myself, so it's a bit boring for me, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's it really for today. We're ready for Bitcoin. Either we push up, down, we're ready for the alts, either we push up, down, we know what to take, we know where to look for the trade and everything, so this is pretty cool. Just gonna check the chat before to end this live stream. How do you manage your positions, TP1, stop loss, 2 and 3? Well, it's really context dependent, to be honest with you. For example, on Bitcoin, I don't even place in my stop loss under here, simply because, well, I'm looking for the 5 ways to be completed. Well, if we had to take the highs, for example, here, if I had to take the highs, that will be for an ABC flat, so in that case, I will be stopped out in that case. But even if I'm getting stopped out, the longs from below, I'm long from, here, by the way, this exact bottom, I was long from here, I got stopped out. I'm long from here, I'm long from, well, many lows, to be honest. So all these longs are covering these small losses, because again, the longs are a lot bigger than the shorts, and so you do not lose a lot. And more of this, you're trading the alts at the same time, so you make profit on the alts. With all the profit made before, you can allow yourself to trade like this, for example. Otherwise, if I'm in, it's also because I'm not really active at the moment on Bitcoin, so I do not really manage the trade. But if I was, for example, scalping this, I will enter the short, take profit directly on the next support. For example, here this was the lows, or the next low here, and I will set my stop loss on trade directly, and then I will re-enter and re-enter again, extra effective, getting stopped out. It's just I don't want to spend some time on Bitcoin. I just want to swing it and really scalp the alts. Reason why I'm doing this on Bitcoin. But otherwise, well, my take profit one, it can be simply the wave target, the market structure, depending on the data we have on the order flow, where it makes more sense to take profit, where it makes more sense to go, such as, for example, yesterday. So it's really context dependent, if we can say that. It really depends of the trade. I'm just gonna mark this and read so I don't forget about it. It's like yesterday, for example. Okay, you have so this. Yes. Every trade is different, to speak, if you can say that. There are some few steps that are similar, but every trade will be different because the context is different. The move before is always different. So the take profits can be different. The way you can do it, if you use the way, is simply by taking profit on the wave targets. This is the most easiest way to do. Now, personally, sometimes you don't have the smaller wave count because you don't know in what you are, and you don't want to at some point. I mean, you spend years to do some smaller wave. At some point you're just worried about doing this, so you don't really care anymore about this. And so personally what I'm doing is simply I'm checking, well, still the targets of the move. If it's a triple wave, you don't really care that's a double XY or an ABC zigzag or whatever. The targets are the same for the C or for the Y wave, so you don't really care about this. So you add the wave targets and you just check the order flow and see what make more sense to do, such as, for example, yesterday we've got many longs and some few shorts, so I was looking for stop the shorts before to come back down. We did took the stop loss, no, here, by the way, we did took the short stop loss. We didn't went that high, but we did took the price highs to stop the shorts, and from here get the move down to rect all the longs. And on Coinbase, for example, here we did took all the lows here, so we took all the stop loss. And so it just what make more sense with the context. And so, for example, here the first aggressive take profit was really below these lows, because if we have to keep this bullish market structure, for example, well, you will not go for the overall low. That was still the best take profit. But if we have to be still in this range, you took the short here, we are still range bound. The data here not crazy bearish still, and to get a continuation. So this is a take profit. Now well, I did not set my stop loss on 3 anyway. Normally you do, and next you just wait for lower prices to come or not. So yeah, it's really, for me, more data dependent, if you can say that. Context dependent and data dependent, more based on the order flow. But yeah, otherwise for the swing, for example, on the alts, well, I'm just placing some limits on the wave 4 targets. Stop loss around, it depends, either the 61866%, either the 70x6, it depends how aggressive I want to be. And if I want to scalp this, I'm just gonna go and read the order flow. I have my wave 4 target. I'm gonna, in that case, add some more confidence to these fibs. For example, I'm gonna add some confidence, I mean, on the chart, for example, let's say that there is a daily with a MC fib, there is a weekly path control with a 50%, plus a monthly level, plus a monthly TPO, plus all of this. Well, much more confidence on the 50%, so I'm gonna, well, either scalp the MC fib if there is any good reaction on the order flow of it. If there is no reason, we go down to the 50%, and here, well, if there is a reason to take the long trade, I'm gonna jump in the long, and so I'm gonna trade this as a scalp. It depends if you want to swing, scalp, it depends on the context. It depends on all of this, really. Okay, it's really, well, it's a bit complex, but if you want to make it easy, just take profit on the wave targets. For example, if you're in an impulsive, you're going to take profit on the wave 5. Now, as always, you can still take profit on the wave 3. Why? Because if, for example, you have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, normally you wait for the wave 5 to come to take profit, right? But the premise, if you don't have the context before, you don't know what is a wave count before, well, this can be, of course, an ABC zigzag, and so there is no wave 4 and 5, so you will wait to take profit, and you will never take profit, and so you will just take a loss. Because there is no wave 4 and 5 next. After, these are 5 waves, correction 5 waves, so it can be a 1, 2, 3 or ABC. If you don't have the context before, that's why it's extremely important to start with the context and next jump into the small wave, because the context is going to tell you which one to take more likely. You can never be 100% sure, but for example, if you have a wave, you're sure that you're, for example, in a bull market, you're into the wave 1, 2, well, let's say the wave 3. Well, let's take the case that you already start to push up and you're in that wave 2. Next, you're not going to take an ABC zigzag, an ABC. You are going to take this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you need to push high to make this bullish market structure, and so to make this bullish move, you're going to take 5 waves. But yeah, that's why it's still good to take profit on the wave 3. Now, personally, I'm not going to take profit on the wave 3, such as, for example, on Pepecoin. I have 0 take profit for the moment, because there is no reason to take profit. We have done the wave 3, yes, we hold it the wave 4. Only if we had to break below here and really lose everything, I will sell everything, but otherwise, as long as we hold everything, for me, there is no reason. And so yeah, next, to come back on this, you can simply, where is this? Here. You can simply wait for the wave 5. If, for example, we hold the wave 4, now if the wave 4 start to be invalidated, you can close your trade fully or take profit, it's really up to you. And next, take profit on the wave 5. Okay, so that's why the context is really, 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 really important. I'm gonna tell you what to take more likely, and well, what to do too. The context is key, really. And this is how you can make such predictions, such as yesterday. Well, you look for the shorts to be stopped out, to rect as, because trading is this, you know, at the end of the day, this is recting as max as people as possible. If you make money, it's because someone else is losing money. So if you have to make money, you need to rect as max as people as possible. This is why between 70 and 90% of traders lose money, because rect as max as people as possible, right? So here is the most tricky move, was simply to take the highs, take the short stop loss, to rect the shorts here, because there will be some early shorts, so you take the short stop loss, and come back down to rate the longs. And once you have done this, well, now we have a big bullish EVD, but again, we need to see what's coming next. And so we did took the stop loss, and next we stop the longs, really. This is Bitcoin, this is like that on Bitcoin, really, and on everything, really. It's more tricky it is, better it is, to be honest with you, on Bitcoin, not on the alts. But yeah, Bitcoin is tricky, and well, this can be some tricky move you can plan, because you at some point you'll use it, and you just have to see with the order flow what's going on. That's why, for example, here it was not even based on the waves. On the waves, for me, the ending was already in, but because of the order flow, well, I was looking for this possible last rise. That's why to combine both is extremely important again. So yeah, wrong stuff. This. Oh wait, some great answer. Thanks, Matthew. My pleasure, mate. Hope this helped. I may be taking a bit too much time to answer my questions. It might be a bit too long and boring to listen. I don't know. Sorry about this. Are we still in the bullish market now? Well, on the higher time frame, yes, normally we should. Now it's complex. Well, it's complex to answer this in a few words, but normally to answer, the most probable for the moment is still to be bullish, even if we retrace from here until we invalidate, so to speak, either wave 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then you come back up for so either a wave 5, that will be a bigger wave 1, 2, leading in that case in the wave 1, 3, or 5 later. Or if we start pushing a lot higher, there is no reason to short on the order flow, massive increase in price, wave 1, wave 2, and there you go. Sorry, pump it up. Until this is not if this is not invalidated, it's all good for this configuration. If now it starts to come back down, it's still in a bullish market structure and in a bullish market until we invalidate this wave 2 here. So to speak, we break the wave 1 route on the RSI, on the daily 12 hours time frame, for example. So if that wave 2 here, okay, breaks the wave 1 route, this is not valid anymore. And so in that case, we can look, for the other one I was talking about, wave 1, 2, 3 in that case, maybe what effect, but anyways, a wave for retracement and then a wave 5. And if this is invalidated again, well, we simply look for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave to retracement, all of this step by step. But for now, until this is the small wave carrier, the first wave carrier not invalidated, there's nothing really to worry. We can still get a bit of a pullback here. That will be cool to get a longer wave 1, 2, and then come back up in any of these 3 targets, the first squares here. And if there is no reason to look in this, by reading the order flow, lower prices, simple as that. That's why either wave is good, but to use an order flow, also combining 2 other waves to confirm if you have to enter the trade or not. So yeah, normally still in the bullish market to answer the question, until invalidation of these configurations, really. So yeah, 130 minutes, all the alts are covered, Bitcoin too, so we're good really for today. So hope you enjoyed. If you want to learn your ways, make such prediction as always, don't forget you have the the new Elliott wave course, and you have the 2 first lessons that are already available for absolutely free. You do not need to pay anything. If you want to get the calendar, simply go and check out your account page. You have the calendar here for the calendar for the new Elliott wave course, really. On every Monday you have a new course, and after the 4 first courses you have a contest, and you can win up to $300 really. And so the first one will get, if I go in here, right there, the first one will get 150 USD worth as always in Bitcoin, the second $100, and then the third one $50 here. And next, this is the first contest. There are 3 contests. Well, there will be 2 more contests with some bigger price pool, and more people will join, more I will increase this, because I'm not really don't really care about making some money with the website, to be honest. Making some money from trading, so it's all good. So I'll just give it back, really. Don't really care about this. So yeah, it depends how many people join, really. But yeah, this can be increased next, of course. And yeah, if you want to learn your wave, just go and sign up, really. You have this into the course section there, Elliott wave, free new. Just go and check this out, and you have these 2 first lessons available. And don't forget to learn this good, so you can win and be maybe the first, second, or third into this contest that is coming, by the way, in 19 days. I mean, on the 1st of April. Yeah, 19 days. So perfect. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed. Thank you, my pleasure, mate. Hope this helped. A bit complex to answer the question like this, is it really bullish or not? But for the moment, well, if we hold all of this, it's fine, no reason to stress. Anyways, I wish you all a brilliant day as always. Thank you all for being here, really. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying these updates. Hope these are useful updates. And yeah, catch you all in the next one, maybe in another one today, or otherwise on the Discord server, or in the tomorrow daily update. And by the way, as always, at the end, do we have any news today? Yes, at 1:30, by the way, UTC +1, so be aware of this. Well, I don't know if these news move the market, really, so we'll see. Anyways, have a brilliant day, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.